Another week, another episode, and I was gonna.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just needed a little pump up music.
Do you need a little
Sorry.
pump up music? Need some
Always
energy
do.
after this week?
Yeah.
Beat down, toe up.
Oh.
I was gonna start this episode off by saying, "Oh man, this week's been a doozy." But you know what I realized?
I don't know. Because you
I
haven't told me.
realized I'm pretty sure we've started like 9 out
They
of 10
all are.
episodes saying, "Man, this week's been a doozy." Life is tough with smalls, littles, whatever you want to call them, children. Life is tough.
This feels like a scramble and you don't know what you're saying.
I do know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do you know what you're saying?
No.
No, you
I'm
don't know.
tired.
Tired. You're very tired. I'm glad you dressed up for the episode.
Thank you.
I-
But you know what?
I'm sure our 4 rabid fans will love the
Will love
effort that
it.
you've been putting into
I mean,
this.
I think about it as like when I wear my hat, it's like cute and ironic. But your hat's just a cry for men's hair dye to cover up the grays.
Oh, okay. We're bringing out the claws early, Allison. Yeesh. Okay, I've got a lot of grays for good reason. School alley's back. You cracked yourself up on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed when Allie finds herself the most funny, which is all the time. She snorts when she laughs really hard. And she is cracking herself up right now. I cannot believe.
out.
No, we are definitely not cutting this out. You wanted to make fun of my grays, then you just self-roasted. This is fantastic. All right, this is episode 2 of season 2. This is my hilarious wife, Allison. I'm Will. This is No One Asked Us. Let's do it. All right, Allison.
Okay.
We took an extended break before jumping into this. You're still laughing. Why don't we just
I'm good.
get it together?
Okay.
And I think we owe everyone a recap. We ended last episode telling everyone
Okay.
that we were headed
Yep.
to the Grand.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we just give a quick little recap?
It was great.
We were real worried going in.
We were. We've not ever done a.
Are you crying right now? Are
I'm
you
not
literally
crying.
having tears from how funny you thought you were?
First of all, I'm tired. And so, I can't stop.
This is true.
when
This
I'm
is
tired.
true.
Okay.
Are you hitting silly season?
I think so. This was our first trip, like going out of town, big trip.
Correct,
Just
correct.
you and I and all of the children.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were all staying in one hotel room, and we're pretty big on establishing sleep habits. And let's
Ooh,
be honest,
very big.
sharing one hotel room with 3 small children is not like anything that they've ever done and would be used to. So it was kind of like a, ooh,
Real
are
worried
we
going
gonna
into
do
it.
this?
Real
And
worried. Real worried.
So yeah, but we're here to happily report.
Happily report.
I mean, ecstatic to report.
I mean, flying colors.
Like,
if I do say so myself.
truly a
I mean,
flawless.
that might be a monumental vacation. Like,
I feel
think
like we
will,
need to stop bragging about it because
that's true,
then
or something
something's gonna
very
happen.
bad is gonna happen.
So, but it was a wonderful, amazing trip to
It
give us
was.
memories forever. And
It was wonderful.
I mean, truly,
it was so good.
awesome.
I don't want to wax poetic on it for forever,
I know, same.
but I do want to hit some highlights
Do it.
from the trip. Highlight and some lowlights.
I mean, yeah.
Low light number 1. Highlight, kids did great. Sleeping.
They were awesome. I mean,
Wilson, our 3-year-old, slept with me. It was boys in one bed, girls, our 6-year-old with Allie in the other bed. And Davis slept in a pack and play inside of a blackout tent.
Yep.
He did fantastic.
Right.
All the kids did great. Every single night except for the first night. And that is because our children, who are very used to getting into bed around like 7:15, didn't get into bed till like almost 10. In a new
was it that late?
It was that late. In a new environment.
Yeah.
After being in the car, after school. So like
Yeah.
we went straight from like car to brand new hotel to hotel room to let's go to bed.
Unpack and
Yeah,
let's,
and So Wilson did not do great the first night. He was sleeping with me. He would keep waking up and be like, Daddy, we're in the hotel. Daddy, can we wake up, Daddy? And he's just like, all like, buddy, please go to sleep. Well, finally, around like 5:30, he was like clearly not going to be going back to sleep,
Yeah.
and he was getting louder, and I did not want him to wake everyone else up. So me, in what turned from a low, which was waking up all throughout the night and like the booty crack of dawn, we got dressed and just left the hotel room and meandered around the grand hotel grounds. We went to the what he called the lobby of the hotel, the Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So we went to the Hobby Lobby, and they had coloring pages, and we colored a page together. And then we went.
Sorry, our washing machine.
I know. I don't know if they can hear that.
I
but
don't think they can.
If you, I know some of you have to have that Samsung washer that just like does like a jingle when it's done. It's currently going off right now. And then they have a pier, because it's like on the water on the bay. And so like we went down the pier, and on the fence at the pier, like literally like 10 feet away from us, was this giant blue heron. And Wilson was just like jaw dropped, eyes wide. And we just sat there and watched all the birds and the heron and like all these giant pelicans just flying through. And we had such a slow, peaceful, delightful little morning, just me and him watching the sun come up. And it was so awesome.
Yeah.
So that's one of my highlights. Do you have a highlight from the trip, Miss King?
I mean, it was just all great. Like,
It was all great.
we just went into it with we're on their schedule, and we're gonna let them kind of take the lead of
That's
what
true.
they want
I
to
feel
do.
like
What they
we have been most successful on vacations when we do that.
Yep. And so it was just, we woke up, we did the breakfast, we went back, we got ready for the pool, we did the pool, the beach, the pool, or
Like pool and beach are all
beach,
together.
Or, you would go out to the bay, and there was, sand for the kids to play in. And then when they wanted to get back in the pool, we get in the pool, and, we would eat our lunch by the pool.
By the pool,
and
yeah.
then it was
Yep.
like, oh, it's nap time. So we all went back to the hotel room, and we all took 2 hours out of our day.
I'll say
and
rinse some sand off
everybody-
and get in bed.
took a shower, went to
Right. And it's like we can't leave the hotel room
Yeah.
with them in it and go do something. So we were just
took
like, guess
2-hour
we're taking
naps,
naps
and
today.
then we'd wake up and we'd go back to the
Yeah, it
pool
was
and
awesome.
beach, and then it was just, they had
was great.
so much
So
fun.
much
We
fun.
would go to the lobby and get like a little cookie after they woke up from their
Mm-hmm.
naps, and we would get coffee, and just, it was so relaxing. I mean, truly,
Mm-hmm.
because it was just, we could walk anywhere we wanted to. We didn't have to leave for food. It was just truly like joyful for the kids, and just
It wasn't like we were schlepping everywhere.
No,
we literally
it
we were there, and that's where we were at the
Were
whole
the whole
time.
time.
And,
And,
they
like,
were perfectly entertained.
for it being South Alabama at the beginning or the end of August, Labor Day.
It really wasn't
the
that hot.
weather
Yeah.
was, I mean, wonderful. Not
Yeah.
really humid. It was not oppressive. It was
No.
just.
It was super nice.
I don't think it could have gone any better.
it was
I mean,
a-
I don't look at that and think, wow.
Yep. Minus Wilson almost getting stabbed in the eye with a stick.
Yeah,
It was a fantastic trip.
it was. But I mean, it's our happy place. We
It
took
is. We
family
love the
photos
Grand.
while we were there.
was
Can't wait
great.
to get those back.
So great.
I'm so excited. But yeah, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. I think the only other thing I will mention is that it is so interesting to watch two things. One, it's so interesting to watch kids make friends with other kids. Mm-hmm. Like they are just like when Jesus talks about like having the like being like children. Mm-hmm. It is so interesting to watch kids in this environment, and I feel like I get to understand that passage a little bit more because it's just like pure innocence, like friendliness, like openness to like just throw yourself into something with a stranger and like figure something out together. And then I think it's just always interesting like we were around the same families. Like
Yeah.
when you go to the Grand, you're always at the pool. So like you're at the pool or you're around the grounds and you see the same families with the same kids, and like your kids will end up playing with their kids. So then you end up like having these like initially awkward conversations that then turn by the time you're leaving, you're like, oh yeah, it's this family and this family and this family. And like, you're kind of like
Yeah.
pseudo friend, like you're like cordial with each other because your kids are playing. And I always think that's funny on like
Yeah.
vacations, how you can just
For
kind of
sure.
like make vacation buddies for
Yes.
a trip.
Yeah. That was definitely. I love what you said about like the innocence of that, because I think more so for our 6-year-old, Palmer just is like, "Hi," you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, Palmer. Like
"Hey,
there are
I'm
multiple.
Palmer.
Well,
What's your name?" And
what was so like most of the time it was good. Then there's the occasional time where it's like she'd go and be like, "Hi, my name's Palmer. What's your name?" And the kid would just kind of like look at her and walk away, and I'm like, "Oh man, that kind of
Yeah, I know.
kind of hurts my heart a little bit." But
Yeah.
she couldn't care less. She
She
just
just
brushed it.
died.
She just will go and just go back to doing her thing. Like
Yep.
I don't care.
That's awesome. But
Oh
it was
man.
so good. The kids are ready to go back.
Oh, were leaving. Like they were
Sad to
heartbroken
leave.
to leave.
Like,
The
I
Grand
think
Ho.
somebody said this was better than Disney. And I was
Palmer
like,
loves this more than Disney.
yeah.
I was like, this week, I was like, hey, we should go back to the Grand sometime. It was so fun. And they were all like, yeah. And then Wilson was like, Disney. And I was like, yeah, Disney was all right.
Yeah, okay. But no, it was awesome.
It was
Well
great.
needed,
It
well
was
timed.
Perfect.
So much family
Absolutely.
time. It was
Absolutely.
10 out of 10.
10 out of, like, 11 out of 10. Best
yeah.
family vacation, I think, by far.
Oh, yeah. But I think we both agreed that like we could not have done this any earlier.
We
Like
kind of hit the
we hit the
minimum
stride
age.
of
You're right.
like only one was in diapers. Only one is still like in a pack and play situation, and
Yep.
the other two are not that thrown off by like Palmer and I sharing a bed was not crazy weird. You know, like it was it was a good time.
Well, we went from that to speaking of our 6-year-old
Yeah.
and sleeping arrangements. 2 nights ago, Palmer like cries out in the middle of the night, "Daddy!" And she always cries, "Mama." Always, "Mama." And so first I was like, something must be real wrong if it's Daddy who's
yeah.
getting the call right now.
Yeah.
So I hop out of bed and I go in there, and she just has this like heartbroken like fear on her face. And I'm like, "Honey, what's wrong?" She was like, "I had a nightmare. Can I come sleep with you?"
No.
And I'm like, immediately, absolutely, like that face, like she called for me. She was so sad and like
Yeah.
so scared. And I was like, I would do anything to protect you right now. You absolutely can come
Yes.
snuggle in bed with me. And so like that night we had a little bed buddy, and she was like white on rice, like all on top of me because she was so scared. And like normally that would bother me to no end because I need some sleep, but it couldn't have like I had like a sliver of bed and I didn't care at all that
Yeah.
night. But the reason I bring that up is not to complain about Palmer sleeping with us or having a nightmare, but I want to talk about what happened the next night.
Yeah.
Allison, why don't you share what happened? Because I think this was
Well,
I think that this is like one of the perfect examples of how you don't have to Bible beat.
yeah.
You don't have to force you don't have to force this type of talk into every little thing. But just having it be a part of like your life makes it really easy.
Yeah.
And I the reason I say that is I just want to like lay context for why I think it's so great the way that this happened. But
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead?
Well, she was upset. She had her nightmare, stayed with us, and then next night, you know, it's time to go to bed, and you could see it. Like she was okay, and then like the anxiety of like, well, what if I have another bedroom? She was scared to go to sleep, and I mean, that's totally normal for her age, and you know, I had read something a while ago talking about if you couldn't sleep, and I guess, you know, this would be like for adults, but if you couldn't sleep, instead of grabbing your phone to scroll, or I don't know, sometimes I'm really bad about in the middle of the night, my mind can just wander, that if you ever have trouble sleeping, just sit there and say, "Thank you, God," and just say it like
Count
in
your
your
many
head.
blessings.
Just count your many blessings and just whatever you can think of, no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how ridiculous you think it might be, just say thank you for it.
Right.
And you'll eventually fall asleep. Are you still going to wake up exhausted in the morning? Of course. But
Right.
you'll wake up with a better
Mindset
and a better attitude.
I really like that.
So she was scared, and I was like, "Well, Palmer, let me tell you what I do when I have had a bad dream. And I was like, I still have bad dreams sometimes, like that's not anything that's, like I wanted her to feel like it wasn't just her, that happens to everybody. And I said, what I do is I just start saying, thank you, God, and just start rattling off things that I'm thankful for, no matter how silly they may seem. And so I was like, let's do that together. And so the first night, it was basically me just saying,
Right.
Thank you, God, for the grass. Thank you, God, for Palmer's sloth lovey. Thank you, God, for, and just naming everything.
Right.
And
Setting an example.
And then I said, and the last thing I do, I said, and I do this every night. I pray before I go to bed, and I ask, please watch over us, keep us safe. I thank Him for what happened that day. And she looked at me and was like, can you ask God to give me a good dream? And I was like, absolutely. We can ask God for anything, And so we said our prayer together. She seemed at peace,
Right.
and she goes to sleep, made it through the whole night. And so I guess it would be tonight.
Yeah, it was tonight while Palmer decided to read the bedtime story because she's gotten really into reading lately and is very good at it.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to read a bedtime story for the boys. And we finished up that. Mm-hmm. And she just looks over at Allie and says, Mommy, you'll never guess what I dreamed about last night. And Allie goes, what? I dreamed it was your birthday. I woke up this morning and I told Dad, I said, it's Mommy's birthday. And he said, no, it's not. But then she said that to you and you're like, oh, that's great. And then it like took a second and then you looked at her and you're like, hey,
yeah, like
you didn't have a bad dream.
God answered our prayer. You know, like He heard
Palmer
it.
goes, you're right. Can we do that again tonight?
Yeah.
And I heard that and it just melted my heart because it was just like, kudos. If we could take negative points, you would get a negative point for this one.
I think it's just...
This was just such a good... Like, this was like, if there was a way to bring Jesus into our kids' hearts, I want it to be like that.
Yeah. I think that when it all boils down to it, you and I have totally had this conversation for years now.
Right.
Of like... It is so easy to let things slide because you're tired or because it takes effort and you don't want to have to put in the effort. But like even the smallest things.
Right. Yeah. It's
the
so easy.
Smallest things.
To just be like, you'll be okay.
You'll be fine. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
To take the time and the effort just to something little. And, tonight we did it all again. She started rattling off the things she was thankful for tonight.
I love that.
And we went back and forth.
What's one thing that she said?
She was thankful for her teacher. Then she said, cookies. I was like, yeah, I'm thankful for cookies.
Absolutely thankful for cookies in this family.
For sure. So,
cookies
it was...
and ice cream.
It's nice. And I could tell... I mean, it wasn't a magical thing, but like this morning, she woke up in a better mood.
She did. She definitely
in the morning,
did.
I don't know.
We'll find out. It's a Saturday.
We'll see.
She'll be pumped.
So yeah.
Wanting some Dino Dana. All right.
I can't even with that
Can't
right now.
even
Please
right
don't
now.
even. Don't stop.
All right. Next on the list, I want to do something that you mentioned.
Okay. I'm scared. I don't.
Before we started, Allie said, well,
oh, yeah.
I have a segment. And I said,
I sure did.
Allie, you used the word segment. You're getting into it.
At least I didn't use the word bit.
It's a bit. Okay.
Oh.
A bit is a bit when a segment is something you do over and over. Then it's a bit.
No. It would be like a recurring segment. A portion, if you will.
Okay. So a bit's a recurring joke then, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So us saying, whew, it's been a week is a bit.
There's your merch. Woo. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
For all four of you. Or we can put it on a hat so you can cover up your grays like Will does with
we really should do a hat, and we need to do like a custom embroidered hat, and we just got to figure out the perfect phrase to put on the hat. I do think no one asked.
That feels like a lot for this podunk set.
This is not a podunk
Thi-
setup. Look how great this looks.
This is a podunk setup.
I mean, we do need to
This
fill
needs
that up.
something.
That needs to get filled up.
This needs
No,
something.
this doesn't need stuff as long as we got the middle part filled up because we are the something over here.
Okay.
And it's got the vertical lines, so we're good. But
Okay,
we
or, like,
need to
this
figure out
needs
what's
to
going in the
go
middle.
or something. I don't know.
Something needs to be figured out in the middle here for sure.
All 4 of you, and I'm gonna. Maybe there's 5 of you now. Who knows? You can send your suggestions to Will.
Ooh, Allie asking for suggestions.
And then I'll say, put him in the trash. I'll do what I want. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Allie said, I've got a segment. And she said, I think it would be really fun.
It's a challenge. Dum dum dum.
We need a soundboard.
I know.
Do 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 do. All right.
No, that sounds hopeful. It needs to be like dum dum.
Dum dum.
That's like Law and Order.
It is like Law and Order. All right.
Okay.
She said, I want us to answer. She said there's 15 of them. We're not going to do 15.
No.
We're going to do, and we're going to just keep doing this if we like it. 2 questions. We're going to write our answers on the back of these cards. We're going to ask it, and we have to try to guess what the other one wrote for their answer. If we get it right, good job.
Congratulations.
If
know
you
your
get
spouse.
if you get it wrong, you get a point. This is my
mistakes.
chance.
This is your chance.
And here's the deal. We are not going to try to trick each other
No.
to give the other ones points. We're going to answer truthfully.
Pinky.
Pinky, the sacred promise.
Okay.
All right. So, Allison, do you have the questions? Because this was your idea. I don't have any
I
questions.
sure do.
All right. Question numero uno.
Question 1. What's my least favorite household chore?
Ooh. Easy.
Okay,
easy
so you are
answer.
answering what's your least.
I'm answering what's mine.
And I will
and you're
write
answering
down
yours,
mine.
and then I have to try to guess what you wrote down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, what do I? Ooh.
Okay.
All right, I've got mine.
I know. Now I feel like. Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna answer yours because
Yeah.
I got this in the bag.
Yeah, you got this one. on
Laundry.
the- Yeah, it's most of
You
laundry.
hate.
You can't see this, but
Hate laundry.
I hate laundry.
You hate laundry.
I'm
so
good at
much.
laundry. I do a
I'm
load
not
of
good at
laundry.
laundry.
I do a load of laundry a day, but I
I'm great at folding it.
hate laundry because it is not a task that I can completely finish.
There is nothing.
There's no end.
that will
There's no
set
like,
Allie off more than if we just folded a bunch of laundry, put it away, and then I take my clothes off to go shower and just drop it in the dirty
I
clothes
hate
hamper.
That like it's to the point of he is no longer allowed to use our hamper. Just go put it in the washing machine so I can do the load the next day.
We've literally changed our entire laundry routine
System.
to where we wash a load every day so that nothing ever goes in a hamper.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you know our week is like gotten bad when our hamper has clothes in it.
Yeah, but I hate
There were
laundry.
clothes in the hamper this week.
There were.
All right.
But that jingle you just heard, I took care of it.
All right. Anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Yikes.
Let's see if Allison can answer it.
Okay.
I think she should be able to.
I
I have a good feeling I might.
I think you might get me.
I
I've
might
got
get her on this
two
one.
that I'm
And
sitting here.
not because I'm trying to deceive you.
I've got 2 that I'm sitting here.
Okay. And I'll give you a little leeway if you. I think you might answer one way, and I'll give you a little leeway if you
Okay.
do. So
I am going to say. I might as well go ahead and give myself a point.
just
'cause I
say
think-
it, Allison.
I think it's going to be like cleaning out the refrigerator or something like that. And then I had another path.
Okay.
Like I had 2 very.
Two very different paths.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
second one you don't do that much because
Okay.
you
what's
do
the second-
complain
what's
when
the
you have
second-
to do
Okay.
it.
What's the second one?
I mean, literally any cleaning is all of it because you get so mad when you have to clean but bathrooms. You hate cleaning bathrooms.
I do hate cleaning bathrooms. You are in the ballpark. However,
Yeah, I know it.
we're giving you a
Man.
point on this one
Yeah.
because you did not nail it.
Okay.
Sweeping.
Oh, yeah, I should have said that. Yeah.
That is the one that you get me all the you literally just sweep, the reason why it sucks is because we have some tiny children.
Yeah.
And I can tell you we could lick the floors clean and they be spotless. And we have one meal and it looks like we did nothing.
Yeah, but you
And there's
don't
just
ever
stuff
sweep.
everywhere. Because it's stupid.
But you don't.
It's so stupid. Why sweep when the kids are just going to eat another meal
Okay.
and mess it right up?
But I have to do our laundry. Even though
I
you're
did-
going to mess
I
it back.
didn't say it was wrong. I just said
But,
I don't like it.
You don't even do that chore.
It's not true.
That's one
I've swept many a time. Many of times over our entire marriage.
Okay, whatever.
Because I don't
Rules
like
are
it.
rules.
I don't like it.
Okay.
All right. Question number 2, Miss
This
King.
one, I don't feel like it should be asked, but it's on the list. I'm going to do it anyways.
Ooh, why? Why do
well,
you feel like it shouldn't be asked?
It's a slam dunk for both of us. Like I can not write this down. You could not write it down, and we could absolutely just be done and call it a day. It's not a challenge.
Okay, so do we skip it and go to one that is a challenge? Like, do we just go to the next one? Or do we test to see if it is as slam of a dunk as we think?
I don't know. I'm not making that decision. You can.
All right, we're going to go with the one that Allie thinks is a slam dunk. And we are either going to nail it or we are not. And it's going to be real embarrassing if we don't.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this
This is
next
Mambo
week.
number 5.
There's a bit. We're going to do this next week anyway. So if this is a slam dunk, come back for more. All right, hit it.
How do I like my coffee in the morning?
Okay, when you said slam dunk, I don't know if I've heard any more of an understatement than that phrase related to that question.
I'm not even writing it down.
I'm writing it. Ooh, I'm writing it,
why?
actually.
You're going to write how you like your coffee in the morning. That's so silly. You're going to be like a turd. And
I'm
be
not
super
gonna-
specific.
I'm not. I am. Let me just. I'll try to give you some help here. Are we like we're not talking here? This answer is how do I like my coffee in the morning, not how do I take it most of the time.
No.
If
What
I
this
if I
means-
had to choose,
No,
if I had
no.
to choose exactly how I got my coffee with
No.
zero effort involved,
No.
what
That's
would I
not
choose?
no. I take this to mean every day, run of the mill life. How do you like your coffee in the morning? We are not making this some dream scenario.
This is not
here.
a dream scenario. We're not going out of control. This
No.
is just like a
No, this
if
is
I
not
had
in
to
a
choose
perfect
and there
world.
were no rules.
No.
This is not that hard either. This is still a slam dunk.
No.
But this is my answer.
No, it's not
is
because
my
you're
answer.
not interpreting the question correctly.
Your interpretation of the question is different than my interpretation, Allison.
Oh,
Fine. I'll make you answer both because you can.
Okay.
So, easy. Allison likes her coffee Javalia mild roast. 8 ounces with 2.5 tablespoons of Chobani hazelnut creamer.
Yep. You are missing one crucial piece.
In the white nice mug.
One more.
Oh.
But I wouldn't give you a point for it because that's exactly how I like my coffee in the morning. Because that's what the question
hand
was.
delivered to you at bed by me without you having to get out of it?
Yep.
Boom.
See?
Nailed it. See, I could find it.
See, I mean,
How do you like your coffee in the morning? Hand delivered by my husband.
I
Let me
don't
just
want to
tell
get
you,
out of the bed and make
I'm
my
not
coffee.
going to say when I'm going to drop this, but I may or may not have at almost double-digit screenshots of a single emoji text message from Allison
Don't
in
give
the
them
mornings.
receipts of anything.
I haven't gotten
This
it
is not
ever since School Alley's been back,
their
but
business.
Summer Alley used to just send me a coffee emoji when she'd wake up in the morning to let me know it was time to bring her her morning cup. And I've got receipts. All right.
Whatever.
I want you to answer both. You can answer the run-of-the-mill one, but then I want you to answer the one that
You're
I
the
was
same
thinking.
way. You
All right,
want
so-
the Javalia 8 ounce
Yep.
and your 2 tablespoons
Correct.
of Chobani French vanilla creamer. Like,
Correct. That is my at
all
home.
right, that's your
But if I
at home.
choose what kind of coffee I get in the morning,
I
and
mean,
it's
like if you're going to Starbucks, you would rather always have an iced coffee. with classic cream and sugar, or cream and whatever.
Classic and half and half.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that is my preferred.
if you're going
if I got to choose my
to-
coffee every single day and it was just as easy as waking up and making a coffee at home,
Yeah.
I would always get iced coffee with
Yeah.
classic and half for sure. I need to figure out how to make a good iced coffee at home. But that's just effort.
Yeah. So there you go.
I'm not going to
Slam
lie.
dunk.
I've been looking at other methods for making coffee and I want to so bad to get into it, but I just don't.
No,
I don't have
no, we don't
it in
have.
me.
We don't have that.
And the reason I don't
space.
have it in me is because I am so stressed lately. And I have not handled it well.
Yeah.
And
This
this
is-
week it
This
came
feels
to
like a heavy topic for however long we are into this ramble, but
we don't have to make it super heavy.
well stressed, everybody.
I'm stressed.
That's why he wears a hat.
Been stressed. This new job has stressed me out because there's timelines, there's like new things that I've had to learn. It's a big company. I put a lot of this on myself too. You know, like it is not like I don't necessarily have somebody like breathing down my neck who's like, will. It's just like I'm a firm believer of if there are expectations for something, then I'm going to put my 100% effort into meeting or exceeding those expectations.
You definitely always take the above and beyond approach.
I do. And that is not what I actually want to talk about because
Interesting.
that's just life. You know, like life is stressful. What I do want to talk about is I have not handled that stress well. And I have dropped the ball as a spouse and a parent. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And we're going to talk about it for a minute
My
because
stars.
this is, I would say,
Okay,
this. I say what I wanted. All right. Allie said what she wanted this week related to this. And I needed to hear it. This is a recurring bit of our marriage, of our relationship, where I am like 100% on it. I am super dad. I'm super husband. Give me a sec. And I am able to be like fully invested in what I think is most important, my family and my relationship with Allie. And I feel like I'm on top of the world and I got it all under control and it's great and she's happy and her kids are happy and we're all so happy. And then what happens is some stress comes up in my life related to work or something. And the way that I handle stress very well for the thing that I am stressed about.
Yes.
Because I put on blinders to everything else. And I just go like Terminator mode on the thing that I'm stressed about. And I crush it and I knock it out of the park to the detriment of everything else. And that is something that I have
You are
now
being
finally
really hard on yourself for something that
Here's the deal. I'm not being hard on myself. I am just owning my own personality. And I think you have to be able to do that to be better in the future. And I think the reason why I want to talk about this on the podcast is because
wow, guys, you're getting some
Yes.
good stuff here.
the reason is because like this is what I think our podcast should be. Is that like I don't want to gloss like I don't want to tell just the fun trip stories or like, oh, the trip was hard because blah 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Like I also want to not shy away from like realities of
Yeah.
figuring out marriage and life. Like we have a fantastic marriage. But part of having a fantastic marriage is also digging into when things are not fantastic because no marriage is 100% fantastic all the time. It is fantastic through hard work, even when things go wrong and one or both of us are not like doing well.
Yeah.
This week, that was me because you have been super stressed about school and work and all the stress that I've been going through has then put every other stress in our life because I put blinders on your shoulders. And because I have blinders, I have not checked in with you. I have not acknowledged the work that you have put in. I've not acknowledged the effort you go to make sure that I can put blinders on for the things that I need to focus on. And so I don't know. Like, I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to own it
Yeah.
because you sat me down this week and said, hey, man, this is what's going on. And I said, you are absolutely right. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I need that. Like, that is a recurring thing that happens in our marriage. And it is very much a thing where it's like, okay, Will's on top of it. Everything's great. Oh no, some things are coming up. Now he's getting distracted. Oh, now Will's very distracted. Oh, Will's like very focused on this other thing. And like things are like going off the rails and he's not
Which, like,
noticing things.
time out for 2 seconds. You are allowed to be focused and stressed and things.
Focused.
Hang on. I'll let you have your time. What was the Kanye?
We need like a clock, like a chess clock.
We do. What was the Kanye?
Or
like? I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but or
Okay.
that episode of New Girl where it's the feeling stick or whatever. You can only talk if you're holding that.
Okay, but it is in no way, shape, or form a problem to be focused and feel the stress of this is still a very new job for you. You know, navigating those expectations there and figuring things out. And it's not a problem being focused on work and then doing that. I think where we had the friction came from, you know, we both agree there's give and takes. And when you're in a season of this needs a little bit more of me right now, I have no problem, you know, picking up things that I need to hold more of so you can have more space to do what you need to do for work. That's never an issue. I think where we both had to like have a harsh reality check was like, hey man, like you're not the only one here in this house right now that's really stressed and really like, yes, you have a lot going on, but that does not mean because Will has a lot going on, nobody else does either. And I think that's where it was like, what do we do? How do we navigate this when like I'm fresh at the start of a new school year? There's things that I'm have on my plate that I've got to give my attention and focus, and then throw on 3 kids, daily life, and all of that stuff.
It's a lot.
It was one of those things of like, look.
Yeah, we got to figure something out because we are now both drowning and we can't both be drowning. We got to figure out the balance, the give and take. And that is, Allie's very good at like kicking me in the butt to make me like realize, oh, Will, like you need to take more control over your mental and your like actual schedule. Because like, I think I just get into these like spirals of 100% effort on something that doesn't actually need that much attention. Like it doesn't have to have all of that. Like I'm giving it more than it should. And I'm like we talked about, like firm believer that it should be getting a lot of my effort and attention.
Yeah.
But there still need to be like, what happens is like the boundaries, they don't just get blurred. They just get completely ignored.
Yeah.
And like that was like that was what was happening and it was a problem. And the boundaries between, and I think that's harder when you're like at home because it's like at any moment, if I think of something and I am like, oh, I figured it out or I like got the solution, like at any moment I can just go do that and fix it. And I think that's tough because then it's like, oh, at any point I could get just a little less stressed by taking care of this thing because it's just right there.
And I think that's what's so interesting. And I mean, I don't work from home, you know. I leave, I go to work, and it doesn't mean I don't carry that home with me. Believe me, there are things that I carry home
all the time. I don't think that ever goes away.
But
in some
what I
sense.
think is an added layer to it is when you do work from home, and it's there is no line of work home because it's all one space. You can just take 4 steps into your office, and then, like you said, you could be a little less stressed. So it's trying to be like present or like you don't need to be that accessible or 24/7
right, exactly,
kind of deal.
Exactly. And I could
see how that's hard. Holy moly, if that was my life,
yeah,
like
I mean,
Not
And
like
there's
a temptation, but
no,
like I
it's 100% a temptation. It's very
yeah.
much a dopamine thing. Like it's like a chemical thing
I
almost,
get
because
it.
it's like, oh, I could answer, like there's this good feeling that, like, oh, I solved that thing
Yeah.
before anyone thought I would get it done, because I was able to put just a little more time, because I figured it out here, so I did it. So when everyone got on the next morning and it was fixed, they're like, "Oh, wow, good job, Will." Or like
Yeah.
when somebody's asking questions and they need like answers, like I could just wait till like regular work hours.
Yeah.
But there's a little dopamine hit when you're the one who like jumps in whenever they need help and can be the one who helps them.
I'd be
Like,
interested to know if that's a you thing or
oh, I'm sure not the only
a
one. It's definitely a me thing, at least. Could be more.
the work from home tech community. I don't know what they
Interesting,
whatever.
interesting. I mean, this is a big discussion.
It
I've
is.
always thought it's never been a problem, because it really hasn't been a
Yeah.
problem in other roles.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's something about being at this like big new company
Mm-hmm.
where
It's more
where it's like, I don't know, like maybe it's because there's like more value.
I think I know what it is.
Ooh, hit me, and then I'll tell you what I think. But I want to hear what you think, because you
I
generally have a pretty
think
good read on my personality.
Craig, if you're listening to this.
Craig doesn't listen to this.
Craig, you're gonna. No, I'm just kidding. I think Will. Oh gracious, I don't think these people need this like unfiltered thought because we
Hit him.
literally have not.
Hit
I've
'em.
talked about this.
I don't care. Lay it on me.
I
Everyone,
think
I'm getting this live right when you are, so
we can
let's all
cut this
brace
out.
together.
I don't know. I think
Oh, we
with
don't
your
cut anything out.
past jobs,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a smaller pond, so it was easier to grow into a bigger fish in a smaller pond.
Okay.
I think this is a huge pond you are in now, and you were used to the growth of becoming a bigger fish in a smaller pond. And so you're trying to keep that up and keep going and grow into the big fish, but like
It requires a lot more
effort and
to
a
fill
lot,
the space.
yeah.
Ah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think that's exactly it. I've always worked at smaller companies. It was a lot. I just like helping and feeling like, oh, if who do we need to, like, who can we go to? I love that answer to be Will, professionally, because that means I'm doing a good job and people like working with me and trust working with me and rely on me. I love that. That's why I love.
And
Like,
that's why your
so I
wife's here to
love
say
being.
you're gonna rely on the guy that can't close a cabinet.
Shut
This is
your
who you
face.
go to.
This is why I love, like, also why I love parenting, and like I've always wanted to be like a dad, and like I love being married and all this. Like, I love being the one that people rely on, because
There's a lot to unpack there, but we're not going to do that.
We can dig
today.
into that later. We can dig into that another time. But
You
I
know
do.
what
I
I
really
need
like
help
that,
with?
and it is very like. You're right. Like, at places that I've worked before, I was specifically hired in roles where like that was the expectation of me, and so it was very easy to do that. But yeah, I think that's why that it's harder at this company, because it's so big that doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely also the problem is that it's happening enough to where I'm noticing it working. It's just taking like a lot more effort and a lot more time and a lot more things being done to get to that point. And that is, I need to change my time horizon. I think I need to slow. I need to stretch.
Over that.
I need to stretch I need to like give myself some space, some time to work into it. I don't need to make it happen the first 3 months that I'm working here.
It's not even been 3 months. So yeah. Anywho, but we can move on from this.
We can. I just wanted to tie it in. I want to bring it up. I wanted to address it.
Yeah.
I want to let people know that this is like stuff that like we do go through. And we work through it. And honestly, like, since we talked about it, things have been like, I feel like things have been way better for me personally, because there is nothing that is a higher priority than how you feel about me. Like, I can go from, like, as long as I think we're good, I can do anything.
Yeah.
But as long as I don't feel like we're good, the only thing I can think or focus about is, like, how you don't think we're good and how I need to fix that. So the moment you, like, acknowledge
Yeah.
and bring it up in a way that's like, we cannot ignore this or, like, go on without addressing this, like, my whole demeanor shifts. And so, like, that's what happened this week. And I have course corrected. And I thank you for doing that.
If there was a problem, I'll solve.
You definitely solved it.
No.
We solved it
We
together,
did.
but you made it
We
to where
did,
we had to
but-
solve it. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
We should probably wrap up.
We
You have a ball to get ready for.
stop it.
Allison. Allie's going without me.
Yeah, somebody's gotta
Leaving
watch
me
the kids.
leaving me at home. I don't even get to
I'm
get
so
dressed up.
sorry. The audacity. Are you flying to California next week?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not.
California.
Speaking of which, I need to finish all of that stuff.
Okay,
Anyway.
I did not say that to make you feel stressed.
I'm not stressed at all.
Anywho.
But Allie's
so
going to a ball.
I am.
Cinderella over here.
I'm gonna have a ball.
Glass
y'all.
slippers. Little black dress.
Nope.
Looking mighty cute. That's for sure.
Stop it. No. Going with a friend.
Going with a friend.
My best friend. We're gonna have
Y'all are going to have a good time.
Fun.
It is
We'll
going to be
have a good
fun.
time.
Are y'all going to do dinner before? Did y'all decide?
no, we never got to that decision.
It's very hard to make Grace make a decision.
No, it's not. It was just when they come over and there's 5 kids running around
That is
and
also
we're
true. It's a
you know
bit chaotic, but
no, it's wonderful. But we're gonna have a good time.
y'all are going to have a great time. Can't
Pumped.
wait for y'all to be a couple of Cinderellas at a ball. How fun.
I give us to like
Balls are real things. Just in case y'all are wondering,
9:30.
people actually do hold balls. And people
can
go
you
to them.
people
What? We're going to wrap it on that one. Peace.
bye.